My name is John Nyenhus, and this is my story. The past 4 years have been very, very hard on my family. When we see the losses, we ship pigs every week, and at times we were losing up to $30, $40, $50 a pig. The cuts are deep, and it's always, how far do we go? How far do we watch our equity erode? Over the years, I've received fair pay the majority of the time, because up until 4 years ago, I never lost money. And now all of a sudden, the last 3 or 4 years, because of numerous disadvantages that have come against our business, we've lost money. And I'm going to say that we are not receiving fair pay for our products. A high dollar affects our income immediately, and it takes years and years for our economy to adjust on the expense side. So we see immediate loss of income, but on the expense side, it takes a long time for that to adjust. The day that it was announced that there was an H1N1 break, our prices dropped on the farm right away, $20 a pig. It was immediate, and it lasted for at least a year and a half. So it was a huge financial hurt on us as producers. The worst thing about losing money is the stress that comes back on our family. At home, we deal with it almost daily. When we sit around the table or when we're talking amongst ourselves, whether it's with my boys or my daughter or whether it's with my wife, it affects us daily. We have tightened up our belt in every direction you can think of. I've had 2 vehicles rot off the road that I didn't replace. We've learned to do without. We don't have satellite TV. We've cut that out. I don't have a cell phone. Everywhere you go, there's been no holidays. We've just backed right down. So we've borrowed money just to pay bills, the bills that we have to pay, our heat and hydro and fuel and any business that I do business with, they're all paid up to date. And like I said, I've used my equity to borrow more money because otherwise I wouldn't be in business right now today. When times really got tough, we had to automate, we had to cut our costs, and it forced us to do a lot better job of managing, right down to all the ingredients. Right now, for our feed, we make everything at home to cut all our costs out as much as possible. When I think back over the years, I used to always be profitable, and we used to always move ahead. We had money to automate. We had money to progress. But in the past few years, all we think about is, okay, should we be selling? We're always dealing with how far do we let it go? Are we doing the right thing? If the boys are all working out and making good money, why don't we just sell out quick and pay off our debt and start over again? The last 3 or 4 years, if I had to do this for another year or two, it's going to end. We can't continue on like this. In an ideal world, agriculture in Canada would have consumers and farmers and government working together so that the consumers would have a safe food supply, and that farmers would have a fair price for their product, and that it wouldn't cost government dollars to do that. Family farms are not the only businesses that are suffering here. When we look at our local community, we see all kinds of windows boarded up, small towns that are literally, people aren't shopping there anymore. It's affecting rural Canada in a huge way. And like I said, it's a shame, because when we look back over the years, all the value that used to come out of the rural communities are dying. And it's really, really sad, because you're taking the heart out of Canada.